Welcome to One Little Spice, the Disney food podcast that isn't afraid to send you into the taste lab.
Welcome to episode 39. Get your elbows off the table, dear. This episode is brought to you by Christina Miller. Thanks for being a patron, Christina. I'm Julie.
And I'm Amy.
Today we are talking about the 50s primetime diner in Hollywood Studios, aka MGM, aka Star Wars World. Because what else is that's literally what it's going to be known as once that opens.
AKA adjacent to Star Wars Land. No.
Just kidding.
The entrance to Star Wars.
The entrance to Star Wars Land, yeah, exactly. Yes. But first, it's time for Amy's Daily Dish. Amy, what's your dish?
Let's dish. Item 1.1. We don't have the dates yet, but we will. So they have announced that they are going to be releasing the actual dates of when Star Wars Land, aka Galaxy's Edge, opens, but it's not for a few days.
All right, so Disney announced that they're going to announce
Yes.
the dates.
Yes. So the slightly updated piece of information we got with that is that the Disneyland Galaxy's Edge, aka Star Wars Land, should be opening in June, and the Walt Disney World Galaxy's Edge should be opening September/October. Now, the actual dates are supposed to come out, I think, tomorrow.
Hold on, wait. So you realize that we should probably book our Disney trip right now before
Yes.
the dates come out, and that means we might be there.
Yeah.
I doubt it, but we need to.
Yeah. Like, my thing is,
Although the
let's be
exciting thing is that
everywhere else will be
everywhere
empty.
will be exactly.
If you are listening to this and you have not on your own or on our social media noticed what the dates are, go check our social media because they'll be up.
You'll hear about this on our social media.
Yeah, you
before
will
this
hear.
podcast comes out.
Yes, you will hear about it on our
before this
social.
podcast
Yeah,
comes out.
exactly. Way before this podcast comes out, you will hear about it on our social media. If by chance you haven't, go check our social media. It's on there. Now, item 1.2. This one has a title. Make sure you tell your friends, but then again, will you need to? Disney CEO Bob, is it Iger or Iger? It's Iger, right? Yeah.
I don't know, how is it spelled?
Iger. Disney CEO Bob Iger has made comments recently indicating that there will be little to no marketing at all for Galaxy's Edge,
Shocker.
aka Star Wars Land. He said, and I would say, by the way, on the marketing expense side, don't expect much. I think that maybe I should just tweet it's opening and that will be enough. I think we're going to end up with an incredibly popular and in-demand product with these two new lands. Is he right? I think so. Though Disney has not released any of their estimated numbers, outside organizations have estimated between 150,000 and 200,000 people actually showing up for opening day in Disneyland. Now, only about half of that number of people will actually fit in the park. As such, there is necessarily a real need for the extensive marketing campaigns of the past. Let's talk a few specifics. The Disney people already know it's happening, roughly when it's happening. Soon they'll know when it's happening, and know if they plan on going for the opening weekends, weeks, months, or not. The Star Wars fans, who are not particularly Disney fans, are also well aware of the new park sections opening this year, and also know whether they want to go ASAP or wait for it to quiet down. And as far as for Walt Disney World specifically, the word of mouth and media coverage for the Disneyland opening in and of itself will be marketing for the Walt Disney World opening later this year.
Yep.
I was a marketing minor, and I would agree with this idea. They'll throw up a couple of billboards after the opening, so, people driving into Florida or driving into California will know it's there. But other than that, why would you spend marketing money you don't have to?
And I think people have been anticipating this for eons. And there has been marketing along the lines of Star Wars stuff.
Yes.
maybe not specifically to Galaxy's Edge,
So-
but
I feel like for Pandora, there was very little marketing in the lead up because partially because it probably took so long. But when it actually came out, they were just everywhere, television commercials, advertisements online, all this. With Star Wars, they don't, everyone sort of knows that Star Wars is happening. They just need to know when it happens. Item 2. Imagine what this new update could mean. Recently, there were a few walls up at the Imageworks at the Imagination Pavilion making a few construction updates. Those updates turned out to be a new character meet and greet area. Don't get too excited yet.
darn it.
For the moment, Ralph and Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph and Ralph Breaks the Internet are meeting there. It seems the Imagination Institute built an experimental portal to other dimensions, and the first connection was to the internet dimension that Ralph and Vanellope accessed in the recent film Ralph Breaks the Internet. It has been stated that other characters may be visiting in the future, so now you can get excited because Figment is in fact another character. Oh my god! So
Oh my god, I hope so.
he could be visiting. They wouldn't even have to open the portal for him. Like he's there already.
Oh gosh, I hope so.
I know it's super wishful thinking, but I'm excited. Hold on. Item 3. Time for the other Food and Wine Festival. Recently, the California Adventure Food and Wine Festival has begun. So, West Coast Spicers, your time is now.
I will be there in 6
I'm
days.
super jealous. This year, there are 14 marketplaces with food inspired by California grown ingredients. And Julie gets to check it out later this month,
I'm very excited for veggie fruit.
while I get to drool at all the photos she better be sending me.
Oh, I will.
I'm giving Julia, you better send me pictures look.
I'm ignoring it.
She really is. She hasn't even looked up at me. And my crazy eyes. I do excellent crazy eyes. When I want to. I don't normally have crazy eyes.
And then the avocado one looks good. Hold on, what's that one called? I Heart Artichokes sounds good. Avocado time. Garlic Kissed sounds phenomenal. Let me tell you about some of the things that are going to be there. So the veggie fruit has this cauliflower ceviche with chili corn crumble and tortilla chips. Sounds delicious. Ooh, the pepper caliente, like California ente. They have ghost pepper mac and cheese. Oy.
Nice.
And the Verlasso sustainable salmon Peruvian poke with cucumber lime salad and ají verde salsa. Which
There's a
also sounds
restaurant in
delicious.
Beverly that sells just poke or poke or whatever they call it.
There's one in Salem too.
Yeah. It unfortunately closes at like 7 or 8 every night, and it's just like that's way too early.
Yeah, that's not when people want
No.
poke.
No.
And so the Berry Patch has strawberry and coconut rice frushi, which sounds phenomenal, with non-fat yogurt wasabi sauce. And then
I like anything with coconut, so.
yeah, I knew you'd like that one. Yeah, the avocado time has the Petite Impossible burger with guac and pepper jack cheese. The bun for this one looks pretty aggressive. Like, it just looks like really big. And then Off the Cob, because we all know how much I love corn.
I love corn.
Has sweet corn nuggets with bacon lardons, and then a shrimp boiled taco with andouille sausage and fresh corn.
I feel like they should just have like half an ear of like corn.
Yeah. And let me tell you this one, the black garlic soy braised pork belly banh mi at Garlic Kissed.
Oh,
Sounds
goodness.
to die for.
So I bought black garlic at Wegmans. And what did I
Yay.
see yesterday at the supermarket near me? The exact same packages
They
of
finally
black.
had black garlic.
Oh my gosh, I was so mad. I've been trying to get black garlic for the longest time. Nowhere around me. The closest place to get black garlic, I literally have to drive half an hour. And then the supermarket has them like the week after I buy it. Oh, I'm so mad. Like I'm happy for the future of my black garlic needs, but it was just really, really, really kind of.
Now that we're done with Amy's Daily Dish, we're going to talk about 50's Primetime Diner. Okay, 50's Primetime Diner. So let's start with what Disney says about it. Classic American comfort food, 50's kitsch, and a good old-fashioned family gathering take you back to a bygone era. For an extra special treat, you're allowed to watch TV while eating dinner. Take a seat at a retro TV table and enjoy black and white clips from popular primetime shows circa 1955. After dinner, be sure to browse the dessert menu for sweet treats that include an incredible chocolate peanut butter layered cake and warm apple crisp, just like Mom's. Kids of all ages will be too cool for school while sipping on specialty drinks in souvenir cups with electric ice cubes or glowing Disney character lights. Adults can bop over to the tune-in lounge next door for additional alcoholic drink selections and more retro TV. Hungry cats can order from the full primetime menu for a totally nifty 50s experience that's the bee's knees. All right, so the atmosphere of this place is so cool.
It really is.
So you walk in, and they check you in, and then you literally sit in a 50s living room waiting for them to call you for dinner.
There are some bench seating, like waiting, to wait for near the check-in desk, but don't be fooled. Go past the check-in desk after checking in, take a slight left, and go hang out in the much, much cooler lounge, living room area.
I took pictures. It's awesome.
And
You're gonna love it.
I want my living room to look like that.
It's actually really cool. So most of the TV shows and stuff that you see that took place in the 50s are in black and white because that's the whole point. So it's really cool to actually see what the rooms look like if they were in color.
Yes. And they do have some real actual vintage decor. It's not just, new stuff made to look old. Obviously the seating is, custom to it, but the actual physical decor is really cool. Lots of lucite, lots of random glittery stuff.
Kitschy things, that star-shaped clock that every 50s home had.
Yes, television lamps.
And then they call you for dinner. It's just so fun.
It's
so fun.
It is. It is a lot of fun. I can't remember how they call you, but because the idea is that you are at your grandma's or your aunt's.
It's like Murphy time. It's time for dinner.
Yes. Yeah, you're supposed to be at your grandmother's house, your cousin's house, your aunt's house, and your server.
I think it's your aunt's house.
Yeah, something like that.
And the server's supposed to be your aunt.
Yeah, the server's your cousin.
So you get seated, and there are some tables that jet out from where the TV is in an island form, and then it's very, very 50s and amazing and so wonderful. And honestly, this restaurant is way bigger than I thought it was.
Yes.
We walked around and got a bit lost. Yes. Not really, but all the rooms basically look the same.
Yeah,
but different.
Instead of one big
dining room
or a couple dining room, you're really in
a kitchen.
A kitchen. It's a decent sized kitchen, but
and they're divided into kitchens.
Different kitchens.
So there's
there's 6 of them?
I think there were 1, 2, 3, 4 tables in our kitchen.
Yep.
And then there was one that had 3 or 4. And then I believe there's about 6 of them, yeah.
Yeah, I think, and each kitchen is very similar, but they're decorated differently.
Colors, a little bit different decorations and utensils and appliances.
Yeah, and some of them have, like I said, different colors, but all the decor goes together in each kitchen. You could technically take everything and mix them up and that'd still look fine, but they're not going to look as cohesive as each individual kitchen does. So they've done a really good job of finding actual vintage decor pieces and grouping them together to look like basically your grandma or your aunt picked them out. This one person put them all together to look like their kitchen.
Yep. So awesome.
So awesome.
It's so much fun. Our server was really awesome. We got there when it was really early in the day. I think we were one of the first seatings.
Yeah.
And so there wasn't really a lot of people around, so she kind of sat with us and joked around and talked to us.
Yeah.
And it was really awesome. We asked for the gluten-free menu, which exists somewhere. But yeah, it was really cool.
Yes. I have been there in the past with a larger group, and the server wasn't as interactive, but it was like dinner time, like, you know, exactly dinner time, like 6 o'clock reservation or a 5:45 reservation type of deal. And they were jam packed, and they weren't like rude or anything like that, but it was just clear the two different visits that they just didn't have enough time to be as interactive on the prior visit that I had as they were on our visit.
And what was really cool is when other people sat down, there was a couple who sat down next to us on the left, well, Amy's right, and then there was a party that sat down on our left, well, Amy's left, and it was really fun because, you know, with just me and Amy, she was, you know, a little bit nicer, but we kind of got the whole interaction with everyone, and it was a lot of fun. And the table next to us, he kept putting his elbows on the table.
And he wasn't finishing
really
his green beans.
Yep. Oh, she messaged me too. She said he didn't get yelled at for not eating his last green beans. And I said, that's probably because he hit him under the chicken bones.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it's really, really fun. And it's really like what, I mean, not really like, but they try and play it up like it was actually eating in a family dinner, at a family dinner in the 50s.
Yes.
So they tell you to keep your elbows off the table, and there's other things.
They make you set the table.
They make you set, they did. They made us set the table. That was really fun. And then they yell at you for not eating your vegetables, and she kept coming over and eyeing us as we were eating ours because there was like some coleslaw and
I'm like, we like
stuff
vegetables.
left on the plate.
I think you left like a vegetable on the plate
I left
on
a
purpose.
sprig of
Yes, very
herbs
prominently
or something
placed
to see.
Yeah.
She didn't yell at me.
Yeah,
Apparently she didn't consider that.
We did
vegetable.
well.
All right, so the appetizers are beer battered onion rings
With
served
horseradish sauce.
horseradish sauce, which sounds phenomenal because horseradish sauce is amazing. Fried herb and garlic cheese, which I assume is probably either a goat cheese.
It's a Boursin cheese.
Or a Boursin, yep. Served with raspberry sauce, grapes, and apples.
Now, this is one of the appetizers that people always say, oh, get this, get this, get this. It is delicious. It is fried and herb and garlic Boursin cheese. Delicious. But in my opinion, it's not that all that different. And I don't think it was something that was actually served in the 50s. It's super tasty, don't get me wrong, but I feel like
Were onion rings really something that was served in the 50s?
Okay, maybe it's not but it's, I don't know, it's a standby. Everyone loves it. So maybe I'm just weird and want different things for my fried cheese appetizers.
I don't know. It sounds delicious.
It was.
All right. They also have chicken noodle soup, which is hearty mixture of chicken, vegetables, and egg noodles. And the two that Amy and I got,
Yes.
because we only got appetizers when we went, although everything looked amazing and I wanted more, and I don't remember why we didn't. We had meals.
We had so many
somewhere else,
meals,
but-
and we wanted to try this place and have the milkshake, which we'll talk about later.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Oh, and the, like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Um. So we had Grandpa's crab cake, which was a lump crab cake served on succotash salad with bacon and chili sauce.
So tasty.
So delicious. It was such a moist crab cake. It was really meaty, and it's like how you. So basically,
It was a real
the
crab
best
cake.
type of crab cake is like 90% crab, 10% whatever holds it together.
Yes.
So it's going to fall apart, but it's literally just so it fries and stays together
Yes.
while it's cooking and cooks.
And that's how you want a crab cake. If your crab cake is shaped like a hockey puck and you can pick it up and wiggle it and it doesn't fall into a million, if you can pick it up,
Or
and it
if
doesn't
it's
fall into a
mostly
million
batter
pieces.
and like
Yeah.
tiny piece of crab. If it's 90% batter and 10% crab. What did I just say? If it's 90% batter and 10% crab, you are getting gypped.
Yeah. And if it's crab with a K, you're also getting gypped. It won't. So if you open it up and you've got these little strings of white with little red on the edge,
That looks like it's
just
painted on it.
send it back. Like, you won't get that here, but we just mean in life, don't eat that. Like, you can if you really want.
I
but
mean, it
it's-
probably wouldn't be a bad
But if you're paying
food,
$13
but
for
it's
it,
not good crab.
not at all. Not at all.
I do love me a seafood salad, though.
But that's different.
That is completely different. All right, and then we also got Cousin Amy's iceberg lettuce wedge.
The Amy they're referring to is me.
obviously.
Mhm.
Blue cheese dressing, bacon, and chives.
It is an
This
excellent
was a
wedge.
really great blue cheese dressing.
It was really good.
And it was a lot of food considering it was just an appetizer. Like, we split these two and we're actually almost full afterward.
Yes.
It was really good. Dad's stuffed pork chop is the first entree. It has Gouda cheese, apples, and herbs with roasted potatoes, carrots, and demi-glaze drizzle. Now, just by this first one, you understand why I wish that we were able to eat a full meal
Everything.
there, because just this pork chop alone sounds phenomenal.
It really does.
The next is Mom's old-fashioned pot roast. Again, like, if you don't remember having a pot roast as a kid with, like, the gravy and the mashed potatoes and the carrots, did you even have a childhood? I'm kidding. But this is slow-cooked till fork tender, served with roasted garlic mashed potatoes, brown gravy, and garnished with julienne, carrots, and celery.
My actual cousin,
Not Cousin Amy.
my actual cousin got the sampler, which we'll talk
Although
about.
you're their Cousin Amy.
I am their cousin Amy, but
Yeah, someone else got the sampler too.
yeah, and
Um,
he enjoyed it, and it has the pot roast in it.
Next is Grandma's chicken pot pie, a creamy cheese mixture of chicken, mushrooms, carrots, celery, onion, and peas topped with a flaky pastry. Yum.
Some other of my cousins got that.
And, like, seriously, this is just feel good.
I'm like, everything okay over there, Zoe?
This is just, like, really good, feel good
Comfort food.
comfort food.
It is what most people's comfort food is.
But really yummy, magical comfort food.
I say most people's because weirdly my comfort food is Vietnamese food.
And my comfort food is Indian, so. I mean, my comfort food is food.
Yeah, let's be honest, your comfort food is food.
But lately it has been Indian.
Lately it has been Indian.
But also Vietnamese. Oh, there's this, the banh, or
Mhm.
banh, or bun,
It
or
doesn't matter.
the pork thing is delicious. And banh mi's are, like, phenomenal with that, like, crispy baguette bread. Anyway,
Yup.
I digress. Cousin
Hey, Disney,
Megan's.
open a Vietnamese restaurant.
Yeah, seriously. And an Indian one.
Mm-hmm.
Cousin Megan's traditional meatloaf is a blend of beef and pork topped with tomato glaze served with roasted garlic, mashed potatoes, and green beans. Caesar salad with salmon, which is romaine lettuce tossed with Caesar salad, grated Parmesan, and garlic croutons.
I had this. It is very good.
Aunt Liz's golden fried chicken, served with roast garlic, mashed potatoes, chicken gravy, and seasonal vegetables. Not seasonable. A sampling of Mom's favorite recipes, which is the golden fried chicken, fork tender roast, and traditional meatloaf with all the fixins.
It is a very large dish. You get good sized portions of each.
But
of
not
each.
so. I feel like not so much that you can't finish it all.
Yeah, no, but it's not something you want to order if you don't have a large appetite. Like you can order it if you want, but
yeah,
it's
I mean,
not,
if you still want to order it and, like, try all of the
Yeah.
options,
yeah, it's just
because it's like a fried chicken breast,
Mhm.
a good heaping of the pot roast, and then a nice slice of the meatloaf.
Yeah, if you have someone in your party who is particularly a big eater, this is definitely a good option for them.
And the party next to us, she ordered something off the gluten-free menu. I don't remember what it was. And he ordered the sampling of Mom's favorite recipes. And he ate his chicken and stuck a couple of his green beans
Underneath them bones.
underneath them bones. Cousin Harold's vegetable lasagna is layers of zucchini, roasted mushrooms, soy proteins, ricotta, and mozzarella cheese, and served with marinara sauce. Is soy
Mhm.
proteins like tofu?
I imagine it was probably like. Well, actually, I know if you take tofu and freeze it, when you thaw it, it has a texture similar to ground meat, cooked ground meat. So that might be what they did, or it might be like, those like Gardini soy crumbles and stuff like that. It might be something like that they
That's
used.
still tofu.
Yes, but I'm
Just
saying it's stuff done to it other than just frozen and crumbled.
Sustainable Verlasso salmon is a seasonal alternative with all the fixins. Caesar salad with chicken, which is romaine lettuce tossed with Caesar dressing, grated parm, and garlic croutons. And the 50s primetime cafe blue plate special, which, if you don't know what a blue plate special is, it's fish.
It's a special on a blue plate. In this case, it's fish, but in life, it's the special of the day on a blue plate. But here, it's definitely fish, and very frequently it is fish around here because we live in a coastal region.
Next. Oh, should we start with kids or dessert first? We're
Go
going
to-
to do dessert.
Okay.
All right, desserts are traditional warm apple crisp,
Mm.
traditional warm apple crisp a la mode,
Mm.
Dad's favorite chocolate peanut butter layered cake,
Yum.
Dad's favorite chocolate peanut butter cake a la mode,
A la mode means with ice cream, if you didn't already know that.
ice cream sundae,
Definitely has ice cream.
cheesecake topped with fresh whipped cream and strawberry sauce.
I bet if you wanted ice cream, they'd give it to you with ice cream.
I bet. And Mom's brownie, which is a chocolate brownie served with a heaping scoop of vanilla ice cream with chocolate sauce and whipped cream. I bet if you wanted strawberry sauce on it, you could get it.
I bet.
Next, we have the kids' appetizers. It's very strange that it says a la carte.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's in addition to the entrees, because I know a lot of places the kids' meal, it comes with a fruit cup or comes with a veggie cup or something like that.
And the kids create your own entree also seems cryptic. All right, so the kids' appetizers are a garden salad, chicken soup, or a vegetable platter. The kids create your own entree. Oh, because you
Yep,
can pick your
there we
sides. Gotcha. There we go. Found it. So the goofy salmon, a grandpa's grilled chicken, grandma's macaroni and cheese, or Aunt Betty's chicken tenders. I have an Aunt Betty.
So they used to have I actually have a Tante Betty, which is Aunt Betty as well, but French Canadian. So we say tante instead of aunt. They used to have the chicken pot pie, a kid's size, and the pastry was a Mickey shaped pastry because we got the waitress to bring my mother and I my mother and I one Mickey shaped pastry to split because we saw them on my cousins and we wanted one too.
That's awesome. The create your own sections it's two sides: green beans and carrots, corn, mashed potatoes, fruit salad, or seasonal cupcake. That totally sounds like
I want 2 seasonal cupcakes for my child's entree. Thank you very much.
kids' specialty drink is a specialty character drink, which comes with a glowy character.
Minute Maid light lemonade.
And then, like I said, they do have a gluten-free menu. She brought it out for us. It was cool. And then they have non-alcoholic specialties. I'm saving the best for last. They have the Mickey's Bebop drink, which is a delicious cherry-flavored Sprite with Dad's electric glowing cube served in a souvenir cup.
You have a clube butt.
Flavored sodas,
Coca-Cola blended with vanilla or cherry flavors. Unlimited refills.
freshly brewed Joffrey's coffee, chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry milkshakes, root beer or Coke float. They have Odwalla natural lemonade topped with a wild berry foam. I did not want this lemonade,
Nope.
but
Like, it's probably delicious.
I mean,
we just
I
had
just-
enough to drink. We'll get there in a minute.
got something else to drink. Exactly. But I really wanted to try the wild berry foam. So before our meal came out, she literally brought me a bowl of this wild berry foam, and it was delectable.
It was. And she had actually never tried the wild berry foam either. And she was like, how is it? And we're like, you need to try some because it really is very, very,
It was super delicious.
very
All right.
good.
So, haha, this is cute. From Dad. Oh, no.
We forgot.
I So, now,
This
I'm
is-
sure you've all heard about this option, and this was literally the reason why we went here.
Yes, this really was. We were contemplating either getting a reservation to get some apps or just going to Dad's Tune-In Lounge and ordering this.
Because didn't we do this and sci-fi all the same day?
Yes.
Yeah. So, it is a peanut butter and jelly milkshake.
It is so good.
Oh my gosh. So, I was like, how good can a milkshake really be? Like, these people, okay. I, want it because everybody's talked about how good it is. But how good could this really be? Holy moly, best milkshake I've ever had in my entire life.
Yes. You got, we got both, but I remember because you got the milkshake and I'm like, I also need a cup of coffee right now. Thank you very much.
The coffee was actually really good, too.
Yeah, it was. It was very fresh. I don't normally order a cup of coffee at a restaurant very often, so it was an unusual thing for me.
I mean, it was like the 50s.
Yeah,
I
at the
understand it. Like,
it worked. It
felt
worked.
like a cup
And
of
I
coffee.
just,
would
I
be
was
nice.
like, I need caffeine right now.
Oh my gosh, it was
Oh,
So
it was
amazing.
amazing.
It was like the perfect thickness so that you could drink it, but it was still thick enough that you were like, yeah.
And the peanut butter is obviously the star, but the fruity jelly flavored
And it was
shone through so that it wasn't just
It
I'm
wasn't
drinking an extra sweet
too
milkshake one way or the
peanut
other.
buttery, and it
Yeah.
wasn't too jelly. It was
Yeah.
the literally perfect combination of the both.
Like you're not gonna find chunks of jelly in your milkshake, so don't be
Nope, it was
worried about
swirled
that.
perfectly.
It's perfect. It's blended. It's something you should try, assuming you're not allergic to peanuts.
Correct. Grandma's picnic punch came from Dad's liquor cabinet. Grandma's concocted a wonderful drink for the family picnic: vodka, peach schnapps, creme de cassis, light lemonade, and pineapple juice.
My
Wow,
grandmother.
that sounds really good.
Yeah, my grandmother used to drink Kahlua. Apparently.
My mother drinks Kahlua.
Yes, I think I told you the story when you were showing me some Kahlua to make a Kahlua drink. I can't remember what we were drinking.
We were literally drinking some bros
were
because
literally-
all we had was Kahlua and milk.
Yes.
All right, next is the Maui Wowie. Dad brought this drink back from the Pacific: Parrot Bay coconut rum, melon liqueur, peach schnapps, orange juice, and pineapple juice.
I enjoy that combination. It sounds delicious.
It does sound delicious. Magical Star cocktail is X-Fusion organic mango and passion fruit liqueur, Parrot Bay coconut rum, pineapple juice, and a souvenir multicolored glow cube.
That's so unique. I've never seen it on a menu ever. It's on
And not
every
at
menu.
Disney either.
It's on every menu.
This one actually sounds really
It
good
is
too.
really. It is tasty.
Dad's electric lemonade. Dad whips up an electrifying blue drink with vodka, blue curacao, sweet and sour, and Sprite.
Mm-hmm.
Patron Platinum Margarita is just Patron Silver Tequila, Contro, lime juice, and sweet and sour.
So
It's your basic margarita.
yeah, a good Patron, or basic.
I mean,
Patron
it
margarita.
could be really good or really awful.
Yeah, but it's your basic Patron margarita. I like the Magical Star cocktail. It shows up other places.
The ultimate Long Island iced tea is Bacardi Superior Rum, Tito's Handmade Vodka, Hendrix Cointreau, and sweet and sour with a splash of Coca-Cola. The Cold Brew XO, which Amy should have gotten instead of her coffee, is
Yeah, what was wrong
Patron
with me?
Cafe Coffee Liqueur, Heavy Cream, and Cold Brew Joffrey's Coffee. Yeah, why didn't we get that? That
I
sounds
have
amazing.
had Patron XO Cafe coffee liqueur, and it is quite tasty. Godiva chocolate martini, which
is Godiva chocolate liqueur, Stoli vanilla vodka, white creme de cacao, and Frangelico.
Frangelico being something else my grandmother used to drink.
Is Frangelico hazelnut? Or is that almond?
It's traditionally in a bottle that looks like a little monk.
yes.
That's all I can tell you. But I think it's like hazelnut. And last but not least, from Dad's liquor cabinet, Fireball cocktail. Fireball cinnamon whiskey and rum chata cream liqueur.
Hazelnut.
Yes. I do like rum chata cream liqueur, but you can't drink too much of it. It's just very, very heavy.
There was one 4th of July where I had said Fireball cocktail.
Sparkling whites, blush, and red wines.
So there's lots of reds and
There's-
whites and
yes.
blushes, and there's Beso del Sol sangria for Amy.
Both white and red.
Fancy.
Mhm. And a selection of craft and draft beers. We've got a selection including
Schopperhofer grapefruit.
Yep. They've got some Angry Orchard cider. They have Sam
Cigar
Adams.
City Halai IPA.
They got some Yingling, Corona,
Halai? Maybe that's what.
Yingling, Corona, Stella Artois, Blue Moon, New Belgian flat tire, fat tire. You know,
Flat tires.
flat tire. So yeah, a general selection of your craft beers and your less than craft beer, or your, Disney craft beers, I should say, less than craft beer, some Angry Orchard cider, and the Schofferhofer grapefruit Hefeweizen, which is quite tasty.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a really fun place to eat. I enjoyed it. Amy enjoyed it. The food's really good. Now, it's not like 5-star dining, but it's really good comfort food. Really good 50s comfort food.
Yes. One thing to note. This place, because it is so fun and has good, tasty, wonderful food, and the type of atmosphere and interaction, has a tendency to run behind. So,
So if you don't want to wait an earlier sitting for lunch,
yes.
probably a good option.
But if it's more standard dinner time, expect that you're going to have to wait a little while. Get there I don't want to say get there super early, but try to get there on time, or send someone over, a little earlier to check in, maybe while the rest of you are, making your way a little slower because you have 4 strollers and 17 children in those strollers or something. I don't know. You know what I mean. Generally, one person in Disney World can move faster than a large group. So just keep in mind that you may end up having to wait a little bit, but it's totally worth the wait because it's a fun time and delicious food. And let's be honest, their drinks are quite fun.
Oh my god, peanut butter and jelly.
Milkshake.
Yes.
Get it. Enjoy
Yum.
it. Unless you're allergic to peanuts. Then don't get it because that's not a good idea. But if you're not allergic to peanuts, please get it. Also, while you're waiting for your food, feel free to make sure someone stays at your table, obviously, but pop up and take a peek at the other rooms because, like we said, they're not...
And don't get lost.
Yeah, don't get lost. They're not identical, but they're, really neat and they're really fun. Maybe make some friends with other peoples in other kitchens. We don't know.
Do it.
Or
make friends with the people in your kitchen.
Yeah, definitely try to make friends with the people in your kitchen, especially if they're friendly, because then you're going to have more fun and interactions, because generally the wait staff will be taking care of like one kitchen at a time. I've noticed.
So, Amy and I would definitely recommend.
Absolutely. Would recommend.
Get
With-
the peanut butter and jelly
With
milkshake.
kids, without kids, do it.
All right, so this week's fan favorite food comes from Nelson Campos. He says, "Hello, girls. I just recently started listening to your podcast the past couple weeks, and I love it. I listen to you at work while baking bread. Anyway, my favorite food memory would have to be back in 2013. It was my first trip as an adult back to Disneyland. I had been with my family before in my youth, but this was my first trip with friends and my ex-boyfriend. We had reservations at the Blue Bayou, and I have been waiting to go there ever since I found out there was a restaurant in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. And I had been wanting to try Southern New Orleans style food since one of my favorite princess movies, The Princess and the Frog, came out. So this restaurant was a double must. Princess Tiana is my favorite princess, and she is such an inspiration to me since I wanted to open my own bakery someday. Anyway, I remember being so excited when we checked in and so anxious. I loved the ambiance of the whole restaurant. I ordered the jambalaya and it was so good. I also ordered a mint julep, and that started my obsession with those. For dessert, I remember ordering creme brulee, and that has been one of the best creme brulees I'd had. Other than the gingerbread creme brulee I ordered during this last November's Christmas trip. That 2013 trip with my ex really kicked my Disney obsession into high gear. I always had a love for Disney, but that 2013 trip was a turning point for me being my true self, with coming out and showing my true Disney obsession colors to the world. Now, since 2013, I've been going to Disneyland at least once a year and have to book a reservation at least once a trip to the Blue Bayou. It's a must-do on my list. This was also the year I discovered my obsession with Dole Whips and Mickey-shaped beignets. They are the bee's knees. I hope I get to hear you sharing my story on your podcast in the future. I'm also a guest blog writer on www.ohsweetdisney.com. So if you want a guest rogue reporter that knows about the West Coast, then I'm your foodie. Thank you so much to Nelson for sharing this food memory with us.
Thank you, Nelson.
I actually have reservations to the Blue Bayou for my coming up trip, and I am so excited.
And I'm so jealous.
Because last time I was in Disneyland, I rode the Pirates of the Caribbean ride and saw the restaurant and was like, I want to eat there.
She also didn't ride the Matterhorn.
Ugh, no, that's going to be the first ride that I ride when I get to Disney World. Well,
Okay.
after the Abraham Lincoln experience,
Yes,
obviously.
Yes, obviously.
It was an overwhelming day. I did both parks in one day and tried to hit as much as possible. And by the time I was going to go on the Matterhorn, I had already purchased all my things. And then I had like 2 huge bags. And
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay,
was
but
a-
it's just hysterical. Like the one of the rides you pick is one of the rides that they don't have a version of in Disney.
well, no, I knew that. But okay, so if anybody has ever been to like an amusement park up here or like a carnival. The Matterhorn is literally a ride that goes around in a circle really fast and then around in a circle backwards really fast.
Oh, is that like they have it? It's that thing they have
It, like,
at Canopy
goes
Lake.
up and down and up and down and around, and then it goes backwards.
Oh, okay.
No, not the Turkish twist. If you would like to share your favorite Disney food memory, please do. Send them to us at our email, onelittlespice@gmail.com. You can also follow us on social media and share it as a private message or direct message to us there. On Instagram, we are at @1_little_spice. On Twitter, we are at @onelittlespice. And on Facebook, you can search One Little Spice to like our page, and then make sure you join our One Little Spice group, because that's where we have all the fun discussions after the podcast is over. We are on Patreon. Thank you so much to all of our patrons. We have hit our first goal, so that means I get to start designing our website, and I'm so excited. So if you have any ideas of what you would like to see on our website, please share them with us. We would love to hear your feedback and love to put on our website what you want on our website. To become a patron, you get a lot of really awesome exclusives from us. There's a button pack. There are episodes, extra episodes, our magical snack corner. There's a spice blend, a signed copy of our vlog, some really, really awesome stuff. And you can sign up at www.patreon.com/onelittlespice. By becoming a patron, you are helping us to bring you even more Disney food magic even more often. We are on TeePublic. On TeePublic is where you can get all our merchandise. We have t-shirts and sweatshirts and baby onesies and cell phone cases and mugs and travel mugs and tote bags. Basically anything you could imagine we have there. And last but not least, we are on YouTube. On YouTube, we are the Taste Lab, so make sure you search for us there and subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with all our vlog episodes. We have 2 out already. We have Le Cellier's cheddar cheese soup that we made into a delicious poutine, and we also have the 7 vegetable terrine from Akershouse, which we came up with that recipe, and it's super delicious, and I honestly think it's better than the recipe was at Akershouse. But it's super delicious and super wonderful. So make sure you subscribe so that you can see all of our latest vlog episodes. We have the chopped Cobb salad from Hollywood Brown Derby coming up, as well as the Tonga toast from Kona Cafe. And it's just our way to help you bring some extra Disney food magic into your kitchen. Thank you so much for listening. And just remember, every recipe starts with one little spice. All right, Julie, you're going to hate yourself for this, but you need to add something to the beginning of the... Mother of all things birdie. No, you don't. Where are you going? And as always, nope.